Hello everyone and welcome to Midgame Review on Global Television, your weekly recap of the biggest stories shaping the nation and beyond. I am Kabir Hassan. It's been a week of high-level appointments, top security questions, major economic moves and significant development on the global stage. From the State House, where the President swore in former Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa as the new Defense Minister, to state screening, ambassador nomination and committee shakeups, security and governance took center stage. Here are the details. Designated Minister of Defense, retired General Christopher Musa, has reaffirmed his commitment to strengthen Nigeria's security architecture, insisting that the safety of citizens remain his top priority. His assurance comes during his ministerial screening before the Senate, where he faced tough questions on insecurity across the country. Here is the report. To defend his nomination as Defense Minister, lawmakers led by Senate President Godswill Akpabio demanded clarity on several issues, including the reported withdrawal of soldiers from the Kebbi school where students were abducted, and the need to recover the remains of late General Musa Uba, killed during anti-terror operation in Sambisa Forest.
This Senate has set up a committee to investigate who gave that order and why they withdrew, to give access to kidnappers to take those children unhindered. Brigadier General Oba has not been found, whether he's killed or not killed. He made a phone call to disclose his location. Who gave those coordinates for the kidnappers or the terrorists to go and pick him?
Addressing the Senate, General Musa described the current insecurity as deeply troubling, stressing the urgent need to secure Nigerian borders, curb illegal activities, and restore public confidence in the nation's security system. He pledges stronger accountability within the armed forces, emphasizing improved intelligence, gathering, and better coordination among security agencies. Musa also highlighted the vulnerabilities of schools across the country and called for a stronger Safe School initiative to prevent further attacks.
We want to make sure that we do a whole of society approach into addressing this issue of kidnapping of school, with technology, working together with the armed forces, the police and other security agencies, and the communities. The MDAs, we have not really been able to get the full support of the MDAs. I think one mistake we make is we think the armed forces can solve all the problems. The armed forces solution is just 20-25%. Majority has to do with good governance, building capacity, working together with all the other MDAs.
The former Chief of Defense Staff further proposed modernized Nigerian defense infrastructure, integrating technology-driven surveillance and enhancing community participation in security operations. He reiterated that insecurity can only be defeated through cooperation across all ministries, departments, and agencies. After hours of engagement, lawmakers unanimously confirmed General Musa as Nigeria's new Minister of Defense, expressing confidence in his ability to deliver results.
The Committee of the Whole approved the nomination of General Christopher Musa as the Minister of the Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV News. In another development, a new chapter has opened in Nigeria's defense leadership as the newly appointed Minister of Defense, retired General Christopher Musa, has assumed office in Abuja with a firm declaration that the era of shedding innocent blood must come to an end. Defense correspondent Kike Lomo Keri has details.
General Christopher Musa arrived the Ministry of Defense headquarters to a warm and spirited reception. Staff lined the corridors, chanting solidarity song as he made his way into the building. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Olufemi Oloyede, led service chiefs in formally welcoming the minister, marking the beginning of a new operational direction for the nation's security architecture. Addressing senior officers and personnel, General Musa acknowledged the gravity of Nigerian security challenges and stressed that the time has come for decisive, coordinated action across all formations of the armed forces.
We come to this role not as a stranger to our security challenges, but as a comrade who has been in the trenches both literally and figuratively. I have seen firsthand the bravery of our troops, the complexity of our threats, and the pivotal role of strategic coordination. Like I always said, no single individual can achieve this alone. No single service or parastatal can do it. We must work as Nigerians, making Nigeria better.
He outlined a vision anchored on operational efficiency, improved synergy among the services, and a system that rewards professionalism while sanctioning negligence. The minister also assured that troops' welfare will remain at the core of his priorities.
Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to operate in silos. We cannot tolerate gaps between policy and execution or between the ministry and the services. This ministry will be a powerhouse of strategic direction, enabling support, and a relentless accountability. We must provide that support for our troops to continue to succeed. They are sacrificing their lives out there in the field, day, night, thunderstorm, windstorm, whatever the situation, to ensure that we, Nigerians, can go to bed and sleep well.
He noted that while the task ahead is daunting, the armed forces must deliver measurable results to restore peace and public confidence across the country. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
The Senate has received requests for confirmation of nominations of 65 ambassadorial nominees from President Bola Tinubu. The nominees, as read from two different lists from the President, Godswill Akpabio, during the plenary, fell into two categories of 34 career ambassadors and high commissioners and 31 non-career ambassadors and high commissioners designate. Topsy Gimba has details.
At plenary, lawmakers adopted at the start of the week's legislative sitting. Deputy Speaker and Chair of the Special Committee on Constitution Review, Benjamin Kalu, presented the committee's report for consideration. Deliberations were set to begin immediately.
Amid rising national security challenges, the Senate has announced a major reshuffle of its standing committee, fulfilling a promise to strengthen oversight and improve response to security threats. The chairman of the committee and president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, made the announcement during plenary session on the floor of the Red Chambers. National Assembly correspondent Topsy Gimba has details.
I will see the court report there.
Setting the tone for retreat, the Chairman Federal Airport Authority of Nigerian Government Board, Dr. Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, said the meeting offers a crucial moment to refer.
The executive has postponed debate on 65 bills for the 6th alteration to the 1999 Constitution until next week. The decision followed requests by members for more time to study the bills and consult widely. National Assembly correspondent Anita Patrick reports.
At the start of the week's legislative sitting, Deputy Speaker and Chair of the Special Committee on Constitution Review, Benjamin Kalu, presented the committee's report for consideration. Deliberations were set to begin immediately, but on Thursday, some members complained that they had not received copies of the report and needed additional time to review the proposed amendments.
I want to urge that we suspend discussing this document for now until next week, so that our colleague will have enough time to study, to read, so that we can come from the well-informed position.
We'll plead, sir, very sincerely I will plead, that members be given time to look at this amendment, which is a constitutional amendment, not just a statutory amendment.
As a result, the House remained divided between members ready to commence debates and those seeking more time.
But I want to advise that whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. And when you want to do it well, they also say, why do you have to leave what you can do today until tomorrow?
We have come to a critical stage, and postponing the starting of this process is losing more days. If we start today, if it is only 10 members that can contribute today, we continue on Tuesday. You know, you have already taken 10 out of 360 contributions, probably.
But if we lose today again, we have lost the whole week.
The Deputy Speaker aligned with the later group, and the decision to delay the debate was upheld.
What we don't start now, and we start it next week, I don't think we have lost so much. The most important thing is that the committee has met the target of finishing their work first week of December.
Meanwhile, the House also commemorated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities with a motion sponsored by Oke Joe Onukalusi. From the National Assembly, Anie T. Patrick, reporting for Global TV News.
In a decisive move to reposition Nigerian airport system for global competitiveness, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has opened a 4-day board and stakeholders retreat in Abuja, focusing on future-proofing, FAN leadership and modernization and strategic renewal. Our correspondent, Sadia Yakubu, reports.
Setting the tone for retreat, the Chairman Federal Airport Authority of Nigerian Government Board, Dr. Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, said the meeting offers a crucial moment to reaffirm the agency's long-term vision, prepare it for fast-evolving challenges within the aviation industry. He explained that the gathering provides a forward-looking space for strategic conversations on infrastructure expansion, operational efficiency, institutional reforms, and stronger policy alignment. Issues he described as essential to build a modern, service-driven aviation authority. According to him, the retreat is pivotal for repositioning FAN to thrive in an increasingly competitive global aviation landscape.
This retreat aims to provide a forward-looking platform for deep reflection and meaningful dialogue on the challenges and opportunities shaping Nigeria's aviation sector. Over the next 4 days, we'll examine issues such as aviation infrastructure development, operational efficiency, institutional strengthening, improved policy coordination, and enhanced collaboration among agencies.
The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Kayamo's son, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Yakubu Adam Kofarmata, says the retreat marks a defining moment for the sector. He stressed that FAN's decisions shape the safety, security, reputation, and operational competitiveness of Nigerians' airports. He noted that the governance must remain firm and fair, implementation must be strategic, and collaboration must be culture that drives the aviation sector.
The reform of airport management processes to reduce bottlenecks and improve service delivery. Introduction of customer-centric initiatives designed to enhance airport cleanliness, comfort, and efficiency for financial and institutional reforms.
Managing Director and Chief Executive FAN Olubunmi Kuku emphasized the importance of collective resolve, transparency, and strategic foresight as FAN works to boost operational resilience, enhance profitability, as well as embrace innovation. Kuku noted that the retreat provides the blueprint for building a future-ready FAN anchored on service excellence and modernization.
The theme that we have chosen, future-proofing FAN, leadership, modernization, and strategic renewal, is both a mission statement and a call to action.
If the momentum built over these 4 days is sustained, Nigeria's airports will not only function better, they will stand as symbols of national confidence and competitiveness. This retreat closes with a renewed mandate and a unified resolve to transform today's conversation into measurable progress and to position FAN as the true driver to aviation excellence in 2025 and beyond. Sadia Yakubu, reporting for Global Television News.
Nigeria's drive for economic diversification received a major boost in Owerri as Vice President Kashim Shettima declared Imo State as a strategic hub for rapid growth in technology, gas reutilization, agro-industrial processing, and small businesses. He made the remark at the 2025 Imo State Economic Summit, which has drawn global leaders, investors, and policymakers to explore new development opportunities. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ibi, reports.
Owerri is playing host to a convergence of high-level delegates from across Africa, Europe, and other regions. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, outlines the federal government's support through institutions like the Bank of Industry and the Development Bank of Nigeria, alongside expanding public-private partnership in housing, transport, and renewable energy.
The federal government stands ready to support Imo State in these investment areas. Our role is to work with you to unlock opportunities.
Governor Hope Uzodinma announced a new special energy zone designed to guarantee uninterrupted power supply, stimulate investment, and generate empowerment across the state.
By the end of this month, we will launch phase 1 of the Light Up Imo project. This has shifted from the realm of promise to the realm of reality. The infrastructure for this is already in place. When those switches eventually flip, greater parts of the state will receive a steady 24-hour power supply.
Delivering the keynote address, Liberian President Joseph Boakai urged Imo State to adopt technology-driven policies to accelerate its development trajectory.
If Imo State is fully unlocked its economic potential, 3 pillars must guide our effort.
Statesmen, including former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, emphasized that accountability, sustainability, and strong partnership remain essential for attracting international capital.
Africa today holds the keys to unlocking so many solutions.
It's going to be overtaking China because I've been looking at the numbers. It's got the most dynamic population.
Chairman Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, pledged private sector collaboration, noting that Imo State holds vast potential for industrial expansion and agricultural value addition.
There can never be growth, there can never be prosperity without power.
With new commitments already emerging, the summit is setting the stage for reforms and investment expected to reposition Imo State as an emerging economic powerhouse, which will translate into long-term prosperity. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Doctors Without Borders have urged countries to open their doors for tens of thousands of Gazans in urgent need for medical evacuation, warning that hundreds have already died waiting. Dr. Hani Islam, who coordinates medical evacuations from Gaza for the charity, says the number taken in by countries so far remains, his words, just a drop in the ocean.
The World Health Organization estimates that more than 8,000 patients have been evacuated out of Gaza since the war erupted following Hamas's attack inside Israel on October 7, 2023. It also says more than 16,500 patients still need treatment outside of the Palestinian territory. However, speaking at the headquarters of the international organization, popularly known by its French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, in Geneva after accompanying seriously ill and injured Gaza children to Switzerland for treatment, Dr. Islam said the number is based only on patients registered for medical evacuation and the true figure is high.
Saying that 16,500 in need of medical evacuation, which is not representing the reality, and it is our estimation said that it's 3 to 4 times the number should be higher than that. We are talking only about the registered patients for the medical evacuation.
Dr. Islam has also made a passionate plea to countries around the world to support efforts geared towards ramping up evacuations.
I'm asking each country to take a portion of the patients and to help the people of Gaza to so open the door for the adult and elderly for being treating treated in your countries and stop this selection and shopping list. Skip this all administrative process, focus only on the needs and saving the life of the people.
To date, over 30 countries have taken patients, but only a handful, including Egypt and the United Arab Emirates, have accepted large numbers. Uyi Agbomofwegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
Super Eagles captain William Trust Ekong has announced his retirement from international football, bringing the end of an era to it. This 32-year-old defender will not feature at upcoming African Cup of Nations, marking the first major tournament Nigeria will attend without him in almost 10 years. Trust Ekong, who earned 83 caps and featured in 5 major tournaments, said the decision comes with peace, knowing that throughout all these milestones, I gave everything I had. That's all what we have on this episode of Week in Review. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes 276, and also all other social media platforms showing using @Global TV NG. I am Kabir Hassan. See you some other time.